Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel. This is Mr. Fire Dragon, and welcome to the channel. This is your reading for the autumn equinox, which begins on September 23rd and ends when the winter solstice begins on December 22nd. So a few notes before we get started. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Cancer out there. If the messages do resonate with you, they are meant for you. If they do not resonate with you, kick them on out there to another Cancer that they do belong to. This is mostly going to correspond with Cancer's Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, but if you feel drawn to other parts of your chart that may be in Cancer, it may also speak to you as well. And all Cancer cross-watchers are highly encouraged and welcome to be here too. So before we get started, reach out there, click that subscribe button while you're thinking about it, and join our little dragon family. Also, give it a dragon claw up by clicking that like button and let us know that you enjoyed the content here. A big thank you to everybody who has reached out for personal readings or just left encouraging comments. You all are welcome, and I do see all of the comments. I do read them all, and I'm so happy that y'all are enjoying the readings and getting some good stuff out of them. So without further ado, let us go ahead and start your reading. So we're gonna just take a look first at this big Celtic wheel. Okay, camera, would you please, there, calm down for me. Hi, going in and out of focus. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so here we go. There is that big Celtic wheel that has all of the different zodiac signs and the seasons. And so here we are moving from the summer, the time of, Leo and Virgo and Cancer, and we're moving over to Mabon, from Lunasa to Mabon, which is the fall equinox. And so the fall equinox officially starts, I don't know why my camera wants to play fuzzy with me right now. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes it gets a little weird with the focus. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, so the official start of fall always happens when the sun moves into the sign of Libra. That is how we track that beginning of autumn. So that actually happens September 23rd at 3:50 a.m. and that's Eastern Standard Time. So that's when you'll actually be feeling it. So this is going to be, we're going to do like a 3-card column for each season. So we're going to do the time of Libra, which is that September 23rd to about October 22nd. Then we go to the time of Scorpio from October 22nd to November 23rd. Then we go to the time of Sagittarius. That's going to be from then until December 22nd when the winter solstice comes. So before we start, I'm going to bring out a couple of my tuning forks. These are pitched to the frequencies of the planet Venus, which is the Libra ruler, the planet Pluto, which rules Scorpio, and then the planet Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. So let's just listen to the tones and the vibrations and just clear and charge. Take some deep breaths if you like, and get ready for the session. All right, so beautiful. Love the sound of those. It's great. So first I'm going to start with the Moonology deck, and we're just going to see what messages come out for you. All right, so divine angels, beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with us as we do the autumn equinox reading for the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Cancer. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout the session, and please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you. Oh, so Cancer. Wow, some very, very strong energy coming through here for this time of Libra, with emotions running high, with the supermoon card comes out there. So your emotions will be very close to the surface during this time of Libra. You'll feel things very strongly. The new moon happens on the 28th. That's going to be September 28th. So that'll be the new moon in Libra. So that'll start a whole new phase for you. And then we're going to get into the time of Scorpio. And so you actually pulled a Scorpio card for the time of Scorpio, which to me is very, very auspicious. So it's saying it's time to release negative energy that you may feel around this time. And because you are a fellow water sign, the time of Scorpio coming up, you know, as we go into the later part of October into November, is a very powerful time for you. It's actually very in tune with your natural emotional flow. So you may be really going deep during that time and taking some time to really, you know, get rid of anything that's hurt you, anything that's been toxic, anything that you've been carrying around emotionally that's just got to be released, purged, you know, just turned loose for your better good. So that's a very powerful healing time. And then going into the time of Sagittarius, we get a good fire sign of Leo, new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So there is greater confidence, greater firepower, greater strength coming through for that month before we head into winter. So let's pull some dragon cards from the Dragon Oracle, and we're going to just keep going with these messages for each month of the autumn. All right, so Cancer, first card you pulled up over top of that very emotional supermoon is the Earth and Fire Dragon. So this says to works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. So that's getting into deeper spiritual work. You know, taking that very deep and earthy, grounded approach to, you know, working on that higher mind. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. So Cancer, I think that when you're experiencing those higher emotions through this time of Libra, it's a really good idea to focus on giving as well as getting. If you can help or heal or do something for somebody around you, that's going to alleviate a lot of that emotional pressure buildup that you feel right now. So the next card over top of that full moon in Scorpio and releasing negativity is the Gold and Silver Flame Dragon, the silver violet flame. To me, that always brings in the energy of Archangel Michael because of the violet flame. This transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic and healing. Offer service under grace. So then again, you're setting that message again to offer some kind of service. I love that there is that butterfly in that card that the dragon's holding, and so it's really about transformation, really going through that kind of chrysalis stage and then coming into something new. Then going into the time of Sagittarius, along with that new moon in Leo card, we have the Emerald Dragon, which brings in healing and cosmic abundance. So to me, this is a card that is very much about not just spiritual healing, but also reconnecting to the earth, to the grounding center, to your core of stability, Cancer. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection and align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. So this is getting back to as well to like who you were, you know, growing up, who you were as a child, getting into that sort of like, you know, remember who you truly are, remember your soul's origins, remember what your spiritual blueprint is so that you can go forward with a lot more confidence. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pull some Druid animal cards and see which animal spirits are most closely connected with you through this season of autumn. She's back again. So Cancer, look who came up for the time of Libra. There she is, my beautiful Highland cow. She is one of my favorite cards of this whole deck. She has come up so much frequently, and to me this is a perfect animal spirit for you, because this is feminine goddess, earth mother kind of energy. It's very healing, nurturing, stabilizing. It's like helping and healing both yourself and others, which is a really, really strong energy. It's interesting, in this deck there actually is the bull and the cow, so they do have both the masculine and the feminine, and so this is definitely the more feminine side. You know, and I think I've mentioned before in other videos, because we brought the cow up before, she comes through a lot. But this is the first one that's come up with the autumn readings. So anyway, she, you know, back in the old days, you know, Celtic mythology, Celtic people would let the, you know, cows and the sheep and whatever that be in the house half of the time. And so if anybody had a fever, or they were chilled, or they'd been maybe out in the cold too long and they weren't feeling so good, you would actually like bundle up the person next to your cow. You get the cow to sit down on the floor, and you'd bundle the person up, and they'd stay very warm all night, break that fever, and start to feel better. So there's a lot of healing that goes along with that cow spirit. I love her. And so then going into the time of Scorpio, the energy changes quite a bit, because then the boar comes up. This is the wild pig. We are in the Chinese zodiac year of the pig, so it makes it a very strong energy. And the Chinese pig is actually aligned with the Western sign of Scorpio. This is coming up for the time of Scorpio, so I really believe, Cancer, that's going to be a super powerful time. Can't wait to do the Scorpio month readings for you guys, because I think that you're going to have quite a lot going on. You're going to like embrace that inner warrior, which is what the boar is all about. There's that, you know, that energy of strength and spirit, and protectiveness of family and home. And so it's a very, very powerful animal spirit to be coming up around you. And then going into the Sagittarius time, look what we got. We got the horse. And the horse is another very strong, very, very sacred goddess energy. And this, to me, going into that Sagittarius time, because Sagittarius is is a centaur, it's half horse, so there's a lot of movement, a lot of traveling, a lot of journeying. And so you may really feel much more alive, much more bold, much more brave, much more ready to like move past some things, because you're really letting go some old stuff, and you're fighting through it and embracing your stronger side. It's a beautiful, beautiful time. So let's pull some tarot and see what comes up as we just go through each one of these months. Yes, because Cancer, you have definitely had some very emotional times coming up around this time of Libra. This is really helping you to get in touch with whatever it is that's been worrying you, things that have been keeping you up at night, anything that creates anxiety in your mind. And so that's why, as you go into that time of Scorpio, you're really releasing so much of that. I think during the time of Libra, you're kind of recognizing those patterns more, and you're going, okay, I know what I got to turn loose. I know what's bothering me. And so now it's time to do that healing work. It's actually very powerful and sort of enlightening there. So let's just do a clarifier over that card. Yes, and so beautiful. It is definitely a time of completion. Finding that missing piece, finding the thing that really helps to heal you, makes you feel safe, secure, and grounded again. So going into that time of Scorpio, here comes the Page of Wands, which again, very fiery. I love it, you know, on top of the boar card, because, and it's over as well, you know, you got the dragon of the violet flame. It's like, it's all about the fire. It's all about reawakening the divine masculine, because you've got the divine feminine, then you've got the divine masculine, so you're really balancing those two energies within yourself. It's very beautiful. So then on top of the Page of Wands, there comes that Three of Cups. So there is celebration, there is victory. In spite of the rain, in spite of any storms of life, it's like you're still seeing the good, you're still seeing the positive. And then going into that time of Sagittarius, there's even more fiery energy, because here comes that Aries energy of the Emperor on top of that horse. So to me, you're stepping into leadership roles, you're moving forward, you're feeling more bold, more confident. All of it works together during that time. So let's pull a clarifier for the Emperor, please. Yes, and so Seven of Cups, just be aware, Cancer, this is a time when you've really got to watch for people projecting their feelings onto you during that period of time, you know, and you've got the sovereignty, you've got the leadership. So I think more than ever, if you've identified and noticed those toxic relationships or people that just aren't good for you, it's like if they're ever upset, they don't deal with it themselves and be responsible for it. They throw it onto you. And so I think you're just you're done with people doing that to you. You're like, no, if it's your problem, you know, I can be supportive, I can be a friend, but don't yell at me because you're upset with something in your own life. Yeah, it's really time for you to take a stand and really embrace that balanced, divine masculine, divine feminine warrior spirit. I absolutely love it. You're both the healer and the warrior right now. That's a great energy to have. So let's pull one card as the last affirmation for you. This is a deck of ritual affirmations. And let's get a good one for Cancer here, please, Spirit. All right. Oh, I love it. See, and I said it's like time for rest, reflection, dream sweet, sleep deep. Oh, sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. That's a beautiful card, Cancer. So make sure in between all of this work that you're doing emotionally, spiritually, physically, that get some good rest. And this is part of a ritual deck. There's a book that goes with it that every one of these cards has like a little ritual or like a little magic spell that you can do. So if you're into that kind of thing, just let me know. In the description box, you'll see my my cell phone number. You can text me a message and just say, this is for the Cancer autumn reading, and I would like the ritual that goes with the dream. The sleep dream there, the sweet dream, sweet sleep deep. Yes, that's the one, the sleep ritual. And I'll take a picture of the little entry from the book so that you'll have the ritual that you could do as part of your autumn celebrations. All right, Cancer, well, have a great day, week, month. I'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.